Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 50-day property challenge. Today, we caught up with Jarrad to see how he's doing with his property search, to see if he's got any deals on the cards. We are now on day 11 already of this property journey of ours, and we've done a whole lot of training and learning and so on for 10 days, as you would have seen. For those who have missed any of our sessions, you can go to edpfpropertyacademy.com and we have all of our sessions there. Alternatively, you can subscribe to our channel, our YouTube channel, and again, all of our 50-day challenges, as well as our 1-minute property tips. Everything is there. You've got some free training that you can do there, and even join the academy if you wish. But today we've caught up with Jarrad. Jarrad, welcome and thank you again for being part of this 50-day challenge. We are so excited that your journey has started, and especially the fact that we're able to, through this platform, help the public to also become property investors, which is really the aim of the Enterprise Development Property Fund and the EDPF Property Academy. So, without any further ado, Jarrad, give us an idea of where you're at now. We're on day 11. Have you looked at any properties? Have you found any properties? Are you looking at any opportunities? And then we'll talk about it from there.
So it's been an interesting journey. I mean, for me, it's the first time. So it's moments where you think you know what you're looking for, and then you change your mind because something else pops up. I mean, the private property app is really helpful in that regard. I've been able to set it for certain requirements: 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. Just that kind of settings, just to make sure I can really zone in and look at what it is that I want for myself. And I found a few opportunities, so I'm going to do a bit more research and inquire further. But for me, it's still the back and forth between: do I want a long-term rental? Do I want holiday rental? Do I want an Airbnb? Because that's quite popular. It's a good way to get a return on your investment. And so I'm really excited. It's been an interesting and educational journey thus far. And like you rightfully said, I come from the music sector, or I'd say the entertainment sector. And for a lot of my colleagues in the business, this feels like something very far-fetched. Feels like something you can't really attain. We all know the narrative around musicians. They always say we don't earn enough and we won't qualify for this or qualify for that. But I think through the course, it's been exciting to see that we can unlock this for ourselves. And it doesn't mean that, hey, you've got money in the bank when you acquire a property, because there's many ways to go about this. Whether you get a bond, whether you are connecting with your networks who can help you invest. And I think it's cool because it's something I never knew about. I didn't think was possible. But the closer I get to finding what it is I'm going to invest in, I'm seeing that it's not difficult. You just really have to educate yourself. You really have to know what it is that you want, and sort of have your ear on the ground with property trends. What kind of properties are people renting? How are they renting? What is the climate around that? We spoke about student accommodation. We spoke about just all of that. It's a lot to factor in, and that is all dependent on the area. Is it an area that has students? Because that makes more sense. Is it a holiday area? Is it a residential? And it really is going to affect the kind of, client that you'll get who will rent from you, because there's so many things to factor in. Because if you have a high-end property, that the kind of client you're going to try and attract to rent is someone who has a certain income bracket. So you can't go in blindly and just expecting that it's all going to work out. There's so much research and understanding and questions that you have to ask. And like I said, I'm completely green in this. Maybe some of the people watching this have a deeper understanding, but so many of you out there are just like me, who are kind of not knowing, but then you do know, then you don't know. So I think on this day, I'm a little bit closer, Nigel. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the weeks to come.
Fantastic, man. You're saying you're a little bit closer. That means you've got a couple of deals that you're looking at. Give us an idea of 1 or 2 of the deals that you found.
Sure. So I found an apartment in town. It's a 1 bedroom, and that's a great opportunity for Airbnb. because there's so many foreigners who now keep coming to the country for holiday, and they're always looking for an inexpensive self-catering space to be, because they want to be central, they want to be in a hub. And also looking outside of the normal sort of Cape Town vicinity, I found another property that's a potential holiday rental. So we'll have a look at that and see if that's where my head is at. Like I said before, it's all about just weighing it up, and understanding what's really going to work for you. We all have different needs. We all have different visions of where we want to be and how we want this property portfolio to work. And so I'm excited to tap into those two opportunities that resonated with me. And we'll see which one outweighs the other, and where I'll be investing. So I'm looking forward to that.
All right, awesome. I do remember, I mean, we've been talking now for almost 3 weeks about where you'd like to invest, what type of stuff you'd like to invest in, what your investment strategy is going to be. And for those of you who missed any of those conversations, you can just look back at some of the videos that we've cut already. But basically, you've managed to sort of zone in on a couple of concepts, strategies that you're looking at, and it looks like these two opportunities very much fall in line with that, where it's like Airbnb type stuff, holiday accommodation stuff, where you're not looking for a place that you want to live in. You actually want to look at places where you want to rent out on a holiday accommodation or Airbnb space.
Correct. And I think it's understanding that Cape Town is known for that. I mean, Ntabaleng is in Joburg, and so the need is very different. In Cape Town, we've got mountains, we've got the ocean, we've got the city. And so we do, because of tourism, attract a lot of foreigners. And for me, it's thinking about that, in an age where, yes, people are recovering from the pandemic, and people are either losing jobs or getting new jobs. And so the income is varied every month. I want to tap into a different market. It's not necessarily a part of the Cape Town community, but taking advantage of the fact that, there are dollars coming to the country, euros coming into the country, and maybe that's a way to pay off the bond, firstly. And secondly, just to tap in and create my own little space for my portfolio, and my specific kind of portfolio that I want to hold. So,
Yeah, no, I understand that fully. So you and I have, over the couple of weeks now, 2 weeks that we've been talking, chatted quite a bit about people looking at you and going, but you, a celebrity, you got lots of money, you can do this. Us mere mortals on the street, we can't do what you're doing. So tell us a little bit about that. Why we're doing this 50-day challenge in the first place. And the fact that actually, no, just because I'm famous maybe doesn't necessarily mean that I have money.
Yes. I think it's also got to do with the fact that, as we mentioned before, people aren't educated in this arena. And so everything feels far-fetched. Everything feels like it's a conversation that you can't be privy to, because it's higher level. But it's all things that you can learn. That's what you're showing here. And I think it's important for me as a musician to also show people that it doesn't matter where you come from or what kind of background you have. There are ways that you can build this portfolio. It's about looking at your needs, and as you rightfully mentioned, having a job in the public space where people see you every day, whether it's on TV, there's this assumption that, the dollars are rolling in and the rands are rolling in. And so, of course, it's easier for you to do this. And people forget, myself and Ntabaleng, our jobs they just happen to be public. We're like everybody else that needs to go and work and earn a living. And it's about looking at the finances you have and how can you unlock certain things with that. Of course, myself and Ntabaleng are not going to go in over our heads, and try and do something big and extravagant. Maybe as the portfolio grows and the finances grow, and you're able to unlock something like that. But I think it's important for people to understand that I'm as average as it comes, and I'm also trying to understand how I can build a retirement for myself. Because I'm in an industry where that's not a thing that exists. We don't have unions and spaces that are going to pay us out. So it's as real as anybody else is going to go out there and look for a property. There's nothing special about me in that sense. I'm learning as you learn. I think Ntabaleng is a lot more well versed in this space, so I think people can get a sense that I'm still like navigating this maze and finding how am I going to do this. But I think it's encouraging because, as we keep saying, if I can do it, if Tabaleng can do it, definitely you can do it. Because when it comes to finance and it comes to the banks and it comes to getting a loan, listen, we're all equal. We all go through the motions, and sometimes you get the yes, and sometimes you get the no. But it's the course that can truly give you the solutions, to navigate this.
Fantastic. All right, guys. So that's a wrap for today. Thanks, Jarrad, for your time. Thank you for joining us again for the session and giving us an update on where you are at. Next up, we'll catch up with Tabaleng and see where she's at maybe tomorrow. But in the meantime, guys, if you follow this 50-day challenge methodology, as Jarrad has said, anybody can get involved and become a property investor. So for now, for today, this is Nigel Adriaanse from the EDPF Property Academy and Jarrad Ricketts signing off for the 50-day challenge. And please come and join us again tomorrow.